Welcome to Money Talk with Michael. I'm Michael Eastham, president of Fellowship Financial Group. Money Talk with Michael is our weekly broadcast where we answer your questions about finance, investment, retirement, and all things related to money. Remember to send in your questions to the email listed in the description box below, and you might hear your question answered on the next Money Talk with Michael.
I want to retire at the end of the year. I'll be 66 in April, but my full retirement age isn't until August. My Social Security will be at $1,800 a month at full retirement age, $21,600 a year. I have a 401k with $80,000 in it and savings of $30,000. I have a contract on my current home and I will clear about $250,000. My salary is $50,000. And I also have about $10,000 in rental income net. Will I be okay?
All right, terrific. In this particular case, we're going to need to do a top-down income analysis to figure out and answer the question, how much income do I need? If your salary is about $50,000 today and when you retire, you're not going to be paying into Social Security. So that drops your income need down to about $45,000. Assuming you don't have any other major expenses that you haven't listed out here. You gave me some good information in the question. But your Social Security will be about $22,000, and your net rental income, again, I'm assuming after taxes and insurance, will be $10,000. That puts you up to $33,000, and your $110,000 in investments, that could possibly, at 4% interest and dividends perhaps, that gives you about $13,000. So that puts you right at $45,000 today. So that's pretty close. But the thing is, and the focus in your particular retirement income plan is really going to be important here because you can't just plan for income today. I always tell people you need to plan for 30 years in retirement. Why? Because it's better to plan for 30 years and only live 20 than it is to plan for 20 years and live 30. You don't want to run out of money in year 22 and still be in great health. So if you've got your $250,000 that you're clearing from the sale of your house, well, you're still going to have to live somewhere. So whether you rent or you own is a question that you have to answer as well. The flip side of that is if you don't need to use all of that $250,000 for buying a home, or maybe you decide to rent and hold on to that cash, well then you certainly could invest that, and maybe that would give you another, $8,000 to $12,000 of additional income. So that's a decent inflation hedge. But I have to tell you, inflation is going to be a big problem, especially over time. I mean, think about it. Maybe you need $45,000 in income today, but even with a modest inflation rate of 3-4%, 15 years from now, you're going to need $90,000, double. And if you live longer, 30 years, it may be triple. So think about, the $45,000 you need today versus $120,000 when you're 90 years old. That is going to be a lot more difficult to come by with your resources. So planning ahead is going to be very, very important. And it's very important to preserve your principal, at least in those early years, so that you have the principal available to you when you need it down the road. That's why investing for income becomes a real important step and a real important evaluation for you. So investing in certain types of vehicles that do pay interest and dividends is going to be important to helping you accomplish that long-term goal of making sure that you don't run out of money before you run out of life. Hope that helps, but certainly reach out if you have more questions. Thanks so much for watching. Tune in next Monday for another edition of Money Talk with Michael. And don't forget to send in your questions and check out our website at fellowshipfinancial.com and our social media platforms. And if you'd like, you can schedule a 15-minute complimentary call to get your specific questions answered. Everything you need is listed in the description box below.